the more the day goes by, the more each passing day, each day that comes and pass, goes by, the more it looks likely that Xabi Alonso will be the next Chelsea coach. And from every indication, from everything, from every news, every rumor, every speculations that is going around the internet, making the rounds from journalists, insiders, Fabrizio Romano, Ben Jacobs, Matt Law, and a whole lot of journalists, the ones that are very, very, that post the very, very should I say, coded news, codified news or whatever. The more you understand that Xabi Alonso is most likely going to be the next coach. Again, Xabi Alonso was at Stamford Bridge on Monday in the match between Nottingham Forest and Chelsea. You just understand that something is really going on, and real quick. It's going on real quick. My question is, and again, before I ask my question, again, it's reported that the Chelsea hierarchy, the board, the owners, are giving into his request. Xabi Alonso is asking for total control over footballing affairs, signing of players, the players he wants in, the players he wants out, and all that. And the Chelsea board are giving in. They want to give him total control. The things he's asking for is looking likely that they want to, give in, let him have total control over footballing affairs, don't interfere, let him get the players he wants, and all that. My question is, if Chelsea board gives Xabi Alonso total control, if they agree to give into his request, why did they not agree to give it to Luis Enrique when he came for an interview at Stamford Bridge? This guy did a whole PowerPoint presentation on how he was going to transform Chelsea, what he needed, the total control he needed, and they refused. Why did they not give it to Luis Enrique? That's my question. 2 or 3 years ago, why did they not give it to Luis Enrique? Why? It's very, very obvious that these guys are learning the hard way. I hope that it's actually true that they give Xabi Alonso total control. They let him do the things he wants, bench the players he wants, play the ones he wants, sign the players he wants, get the ones out, the ones he wants out, get them out, and all that. It's very, very obvious that they're learning the hard way, and it's a good thing. Now, Xabi Alonso, if Xabi Alonso is giving this, total control, giving, the leverage that he wants, is he going to do well? Xabi Alonso has proven himself in, while he was at Bayern Leverkusen in Germany. He won the league, unbeaten run in Germany. Like, he played invincible for a whole season. Bayern Leverkusen did not lose a game, and that's a fantastic record. He went to Real Madrid. He didn't do that well, and I think for me, that Real Madrid move was because the reason why he didn't succeed was because, number one, he didn't have total control over signings. Besides, it was just he came last summer, and then sometime around December, January, he was sacked. And again, he couldn't manage the big egos in Real Madrid. He could not manage the big egos. There was something I read this morning on the internet that sometimes during the tactical classes, during the tactical lessons, some players will be pretending to be sleeping. Like, they didn't have regard for Xabi Alonso. That's what big dressing room, star-studded team, a team where you have Galacticos in the dressing room. That's what it entails. Players were making mockery of him. A lot of players did not believe in his tactics. Vinicius Junior, a whole lot of players worked against him, and eventually he got sacked. And this is the reality of football. This is the reality of being a coach. So the question now is Xabi Alonso going to do well at Chelsea? And given the fact that Chelsea board, Chelsea hierarchy are ready to give him the power that he wants, give him the total control that he wants, give him everything that he needs, every weapon that he needs. If you look at what's going on now, Chelsea has slowed down in signing players. They want to confirm the new manager. Once the deal goes through, any player they are signing will be properly recommended. Xabi Alonso will be in fact, he will recommend the players that he wants, and the club will go out and sign him. That's absolutely fantastic. My question is, can Xabi Alonso achieve much? Can he do well at Chelsea? We know how demanding in the Premier League is. He did it in Germany. He tried in Real Madrid. It didn't work for obvious reasons, which I've stated before. But the question is, can he replicate that in England? Very competitive league, very stubborn. You have the likes of Man City there, Arsenal is there, Liverpool is there, Manchester United is there, Aston Villa is there, Tottenham is there. A whole lot of, even the bottom table team will just come and, you know, knock you off. We also what Nottingham Forest did to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Monday. This is what Premier League entails. My question is, can Xabi Alonso, if given this job, can Xabi Alonso do well? Can he replicate what he did with Bayern Leverkusen in Germany? Can he replicate it in the English Premier League? That's the question. Can Xabi Alonso replicate what he did in Bayern Leverkusen in Germany? Can he replicate it in London? Can he replicate it with Chelsea? If given the power, if given the control, if given the opportunity, you know, given leverage, every leverage that he wants, can he replicate that in London? That is the question. So Chelsea fans, if you're a Chelsea fan, what do you think? If you're a football lover, what do you think? Do you think Xabi Alonso is the best fit for Chelsea? Do you think he can replicate what he did in Germany? He can replicate it in Chelsea, in England? Honestly, I want to have your thoughts, your views and opinions in the comment section. All right, put them out down there in the comment section. Follow me on YouTube at the Football Fusion, Instagram Football Fusion TV, TikTok Football Fusion TV, on X Football Fusion, and then on YouTube Football Fusion TV. All right, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop my video. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you very much. Peace.
Football Fusion.